Yo, what's going on, you guys? Today we have 10 incredible hidden gems in England. As you guys know, man, I love the UK. I love England. I love the history that you guys have. I love how green it is. I love the natural beauty that you guys have, man. I love the castles, all of that, man. I love you guys' country, man. You guys, I believe you guys are one of the most beautiful country in the world from what I've seen so far, man, honestly. And I love reacting to you guys' stuff. But so today we have 10 incredible hidden gems, stuff we haven't seen before, hopefully. So we're gonna get straight to it, man. We ain't gonna talk too much. Let's get it.
And welcome. In this video we are exploring 10 incredible hidden gems that you can find spread all throughout England.
Let's do it.
These places are off the beaten track but full of history, beauty and mystery, and I'm willing to bet that you haven't heard of at least a few of these before.
Let's hear it.
Let's begin. So first of all, we're heading over to the White Cliffs of Dover, and I know what you're thinking. One of the most iconic places in England is a very weird place to begin a hidden gems video, but hear me out. Because did you know that hidden within these cliffs you can find this mysterious tunnel? We walked down it for what seemed like ages until we emerged out into these old Second World War searchlight and gun batteries that overlook the hidden Langdon Bay. And at this point you might be asking, why did you decide to venture down this dark, dingy tunnel? And the answer to that question is that we saw a very intriguing shape down on the bay from above. As we got closer, we found that it is a shipwreck of the SS Falcon, which was a steamship that ran aground here in 1926 after its cargo caught fire, and it's been abandoned ever since. The wreck is now partially submerged in the sea, so it only appears at low tide.
That's crazy, right? Bro, I always say this, man. When it comes to the UK, England, all of that, bro, you never know what kind of history you standing on, bro. You never know like what you're looking at. You never know how old the things that you're looking at are. You just never know. Like you could be standing in front of something, bro, and it's, oh yeah, this was from the 1900s. This was from the 1800s. I'm like, bruh, you guys are full of history, man. You guys, man, the whole country is just full of history. You just never know. And that's one of the reasons I love you guys' country, man, a lot.
We're going to head over to Norfolk, which obviously is the home of many, many windmills, but I reckon you've never heard of this one before. We begin our journey at the iconic and famous Horsey wind pump. From here, we hike over some of the iconic Norfolk landscapes, and eventually, we found this. This is Brograve Mill, a wind pump that was built in 1771 in order to drain the marshy fields that surround it. Now I think it's time to head up to the north of England now, and you probably know that there are a lot of abbeys throughout Yorkshire. For example, the iconic Dracula inspiration of Whitby Abbey, or
obviously I've seen this before because this is, I believe this is in Whitby, correct? I believe this is in Whitby. So I've seen this before because, you know, as you guys know, if you've been following this channel for a minute now, you know I love Whitby. Whitby is one of my favorite places in England. That's one of the first places that I've seen in England. So I'm like, damn, from the moment I've seen it, I'm like, bro, I gotta go there because it was so green, so beautiful. The natural beauty was just amazing. So I'm like, bro, I gotta go to Whitby. So that's why it's one of my favorite places, and that's why I've seen the thing he's showing. I've seen this before, but every time I've seen it, man, it's just, oh my goodness, it's amazing, bro.
For example, the iconic Dracula inspiration of Whitby Abbey, or the largest abbey in the country, which is Fountains Abbey. But my personal favourite is a lot less known about than these two, and that is Rievaulx Abbey.
Okay. Now this is beautiful.
It was founded in 1132 and very quickly grew to become one of the biggest and most influential monasteries in the country. The abbey was, however, dissolved by Henry VIII and fell into decay from then, leaving us today to only imagine how grand this would have looked in its prime.
That's crazy.
So moving on to our next stop now, and to get to this one you actually have to get on a small boat because it is separated by the River Alde, so there is really no other way to access it. But this is an otherworldly looking place. It's set upon a shingle spit that stretches for 10 miles along the Suffolk coast. Today it is a wild nature reserve that's home to loads of plants and animals, but it holds a deeper secret because this used to be a military site that was used for testing weapons and top secret experiments, which we don't actually know what these experiments were. The information is still classified today, so we can only guess, but there are still remnants of unexploded ordnance. There are the remains of a massive radar station that was once here, and these laboratories that were used for the unspecified research that took place here.
Okay.
Now let's head right to the centre of England because we're going to the Peak District. And this location can be very hard to find because there aren't really any proper paths that lead there. But a few years ago, on a freezing cold winter's afternoon, we decided to try and find it. So we hiked into the wilderness. It took us a while to navigate ourselves, but eventually we found what we were looking for, which is this site of a crashed plane.
Wow.
The plane was a US bomber that crashed here in 1948 when it got caught in a storm. All 13 crew members sadly lost their lives in the accident, and the wreckage of the plane is still scattered across this moorland today. So back up to...
That's crazy though, right, man? It's like, again, back to the history part. You can just walk somewhere and you find a plane that was crashed in 1940s. It's crazy to me, man. That's not normal. It's like, I don't know, man. It's, to me, it's just like, it's amazing, bro. It's not amazing that the plane crashed, but it's just amazing that it's now it's a piece of history that you can just go and look at. You feel me? I love you guys' country, man, just for that. And I'm loving this video so far.
And we're heading to the Nidderdale area, which is an overlooked area within itself. I don't see this place mentioned very much, but it is home to so many things, including a stone circle that makes you ask, why is this not the most famous and
I think I've seen it before, actually, in another video.
Best preserved historical site in the country, but there is a good reason for that, as it's not actually as old as it may look, only being built back in the 19th century. But what we get is a strange but very unique location that is unlike anything we've ever seen in England before, and I don't think many people know that it's here, just hidden within this woodland. Now the next spot is a Roman fort that dates back to the 2nd century, and I don't really hear it talked about at all, which is strange because in my opinion it is the most impressive and beautiful.
That is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Look at this, bro. You guys have a beautiful country.
Roman fort remains in England. The reason it's not discussed is probably because the best way to get here is to drive up England's steepest road, which is Hardknott Pass. Extreme caution.
Extreme cautious.
Oh dear.
Oh, we stalled again.
But this pass leads you to Hardknott Roman Fort. It was originally part of a network of forts that guarded the western coast of Britain from invaders. It was placed here in this difficult to reach spot because there are direct and clear views all the way down to the coast. The fort was abandoned in the 4th century, but today you can still see the remains as well as a breathtaking view of the surrounding mountains and valleys of the
Nah, that is beautiful, man. That's gorgeous, bro.
Lake District. Next up, we are heading back to Dover because we can find these fortifications on a hill above the town itself. They were built between the 18th and 19th centuries to protect the town and port of Dover from invasion. It's such a mysterious place and it's full of hidden passages to explore.
Oh, it's going even narrower. Oh no.
And lower.
Whoa.
We didn't even really know it was there until we accidentally stumbled inside it. So I think that just shows how hidden it really is. Our next stop is the first place in the world to be powered by hydroelectricity, and it's all the way up north in Northumberland. This is Cragside. It's a Victorian country house built by industrialist and inventor William Armstrong. The house itself is beautiful, but it's surrounded by an enormous woodland garden that you quite literally need your car to explore fully. That's just how massive it is. You can drive around this 6-mile loop and stop absolutely anywhere you like to get a closer look. We actually came here 2 days in a row, which we didn't even plan to. That just goes to show how massive this space is and how many things there are to see and do here. Okay, we're on to the final place that I want to mention in this video, and we haven't mentioned anything from the Cotswolds yet, probably because you may think that the Cotswolds is very well known about, but I'm pretty sure you might not have heard of this one before, because this is Snowshill Manor. Okay. It's hidden in the middle of the picturesque Cotswold countryside, and this house was once owned by a man called Charles Wade. Now, Charles Wade was an eccentric collector. He amassed thousands of objects from all over the world throughout his life, and he filled every single room of his house with his collected treasures. Okay. So much so that Charles Wade himself actually lived in a small barn, I guess, close to his house, and just let his collection take over his house, which is very impressive. But we've never seen it anywhere else like this, and the scale of his collection can't be summed up in the footage that I took here. It's one of those places you just really have to see for yourself. And so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and please do let me know if maybe you did know about all these places. I'll be very impressed if you did. Let me know if there's some more hidden gems from around England that you know about that I might have missed. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do consider leaving a like. We have so many hidden gems we've visited in England throughout the years that I'm tempted to try and make this into a little series, because I love to just try and bring attention to these places that I don't think get the recognition that they deserve. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos from all over the UK and even more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Man, this was a great video. I actually really enjoyed this video, man. You guys just full of history, man. Like, so many things to do. Like, every video I watch, I just get more and more impressed with you guys, this country, man. I love it very much, man. The greenery, man, the history. I think the history really captivate me even more, because you just don't know what you're standing on, man. I know I say that a lot, but you just gotta understand where I'm coming from, right? It's like, you get, like I've said this before, but you can be staring at a pole and somebody will tell you, yeah, this pole was here since the 1800s. I'm like, wow, this is amazing, man. Extremely impressive. I love that a lot about you guys, this country. And this was a very good video. I will like it, because yeah, I really enjoyed that video, because this video was very different from the other ones. Like, most of the things on here I haven't seen yet, so it was a good video. Again, thank you guys for watching with me. I really do appreciate it. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, so please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.